that was a smooth transition. What do you call that? How's everybody doing tonight? Good. I'm pretty new to Arizona. You know, moved here recently, and every time I've visited or moved someplace new, I want to discover the soul of that place. You know, and I've come to find my time here that the soul of Phoenix contains many meth addicts. They're everywhere. They're at the supermarket, the gas station. Occasionally you'll see them running down the street with copper piping. And you'll be at Cold Stone, they'll try and sell you a catalytic converter. Like, it's really random and weird. But it's sad. Every time I see a meth addict, it's like, that's sad. You know, the saddest thing about meth addiction is by the time you're old enough to become a meth addict, you no longer believe in the tooth fairy. Thank you. Comedy mayor over there. No, Phoenix is interesting. There's a lot of interesting play. Are people familiar with the gay Denny's? Yeah, a lot of faggots in here, clearly. No. Actually, I'm from San Francisco, and thank you. And in San Francisco, we have a version of the gay Denny's, but we call it Denny's. Went to the gay Denny's about a week ago, ordered the sausage slam. It was not that satisfying. Thankfully, it came quickly. Like, I was in and out, seriously. I'm a big fan of hip-hop. Are there any fans of hip-hop in the room? Yeah, I grew up listening to it. I was so into hip-hop as a youth that I had a subscription to The Source, okay? And for you white folks that don't know, The Source, it's a magazine about hip-hop. For you black folks that don't know, a subscription is when you pay in advance for a product or service. This interesting fact I recently found out, I don't know if you know this, Honey Smacks is by far the most popular breakfast cereal amongst abusive spouses. Least popular cereal, Rice Krispies, because we don't like motherfuckers talking back. A lot of stuff going on in the news. You know, the economy's really bad all over the place. There was a news story recently that was talking about how a bunch of Swedish car manufacturers were going bankrupt. They were having to lay off tens of thousands of employees. It was a real sob story. No, I like reading the news. There's another story. A French couple, were sentenced to 15 years in prison because they put their child in a washing machine and he died. And I read this and I was like, there's no way this happened. Like, there's no way they could have done this. French people don't wash shit. I know some of you are reserved laughing at that joke. No, I did a show a week ago. A lady came up after the show. She liked most of my stuff. She's like, I don't like that joke. That was a horrible joke. And I empathized. I was like, you're right. Like, it's not something to joke about. You know, they put their kid in a washing machine. Like, that's a tragedy no matter how you spin it. So horrible. No, I like the news. I like watching the news. Not a lot of my friends do. So I have trouble talking with them. Like, I try and talk. Like, I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was saying, you know, asking him what he thought about the situation in Congress. And he looks at me, he's like, the situation is running for Congress? Idiot. I had to correct myself with this idiot. I had to say, no, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, what do you think about what's happening in Congress? And he did this. And this he just looked at me blankly and just did this. This is the thing that guys do sometimes when they want to say whatever or fuck it or And I always laugh when I see that, you know, because I've never seen a woman do it. Like, I've never seen a woman like, Janet didn't deserve that promotion. She doesn't even show up on time. You know, I'm in a relationship. How many people here in a relationship? A few people. They sound like excellent relationships based on the applause, actually. Sometimes I ask how many people here are in love, and like chicks raise their hand, and dudes are like, oh shit. I won't do that. No, I'm in a relationships are difficult. You know, they're hard. I don't know what women are looking for. I really don't. My mom, growing up, my mom would tell me, women really like a man with a sense of humor. And I don't know if that's true, but what I do know is this. If you're able to make a woman laugh out loud uncontrollably, it then becomes a lot easier to quickly shove your dick in her mouth. You don't have to cover your mouth. It's a joke. Sorry. I'm not really gonna come and face rape you, I promise. No, but relationship's difficult. You know, I was chilling with my woman the other morning, and I was trying to enjoy a bowl of Honey Smacks, and she comes up and she's like, you know, Charlie, when are you gonna give me the ring? I really need the ring. When are you gonna get it for me? So I'm like, okay, well, a big bullet. I went out, looked all day, found the perfect ring, brought it home to her. She was absolutely ecstatic as she put it on my cock. I will close on this. I drive a cab for a living. When you drive a taxi, you want to take a person from point A to point B. Get them there safe and efficient. You know, hopefully you get a fat tip. You know, for you white folks that don't know, fat, it's an urban synonym. It means large or generous. For you black folks that don't know, a tip is when you add a percentage for gratuity to your waiter or server for a job well done. Thank you very much. My name is Charlie Speez. This next guy, it's just like being bathed in sunshine, seeing this guy. It's amazing. Many of you probably know him. We're going to bring him up. Mr. Jimmy Wisman.